Well, hello. Welcome back to Anderson High School Esports for your varsity Overwatch match today. This is state playoffs now, and Anderson is facing off against Jefferson High School out of Lafayette. Um, so we will await for them. They're still setting up the game as we speak, and it's going to be quite a fun matchup. This being the first round match. Anderson High School comes in as the third seed, and but we have played Jefferson before, and they are a solid, good team. So it's going to take a excellent round today to try and um, push on to the next round. The brackets, the way they set up, Carmel's on the other side of the bracket this year as the number one seed, and the number two seed is Snyder High School. Both of the teams that we've struggled with this year. Um, but yeah, we're going to be able to see if maybe we can move on to compete against one of those. So looks like the Ilios map is ready to go, so we're going to move over to the game. So on Ilios, the key to this is, at least for our team, has always been to play fast, play together, try to um, get a just to make a real strong presence and create space. So we'll see what they decide to do here. It, warming up in the waiting area here. It almost looks like a brawl comp, maybe. We've got a Ryan Zarya, maybe a McCree and a May, and a Lucio for speed, and Baptiste probably for extra healing. Looks like pretty normal comp for this team. We'll see. We're watching the May right now. Okay, looks like Lucio's bringing us to point. Coming up the far alley. Do a run into high ground. Looks like they have split them slightly. I see the May coming in and freezing the Sig. Sig is now one-on-one with the May, and we wall them off. So let's see what everybody else is doing. It's like Lucio doing the leaning around. Oh, it looks like our Zarya has picked off the Genji, but rezzed by the Mercy. Now on point, trying to secure that. Looks like the Jefferson team is running a Hog Sig group. And right now, it's been pretty much just some positioning and not a lot of kills so much. 15%. Oh, and an ult out of the Sig could be a damaging ult there. Yeah, that was a very good ult. Looks like we've got a Lucio running around, picking up some charger on the point, but the Jefferson team does take that now, so 30% was all we were able to get there. And we're back to trying to push them off the point somehow. That ult by Sig really made a difference there. That was quite the play. And their Sig has been kind of pushing us around a bit. Oh, looks like we lost a Lucio. Yeah, it's still a tough fight, but it's really hard to tell. I think we lost both tanks, but our DPS is still alive. They've ulted with Mercy. Hopefully she doesn't res anybody. Looks like we've got another flip of the point. That's interesting. 3 able to hold it somehow. Oddly enough, the Jefferson actually had numbers there. I'm not sure why they backed off. We only had 3, they had 4, but hey, we'll take it as we flip it over and are taking that charge up. The Genji is playing a little bit off to the side. It's going to be interesting to see if our team is going to decide to punish him for that. He's back with his crew now. let's see what else we got. As Ryan cleans up in the front, it's like he's after that, and he knocks Ana off. The Genji is dead as well. And now it looks like we're retreating. Maybe we're retreating. Well, looks like we're retreating all the way to point now. Hard to say. Let's see if we see what Ryan's doing. Maybe he'll kind of give us an idea of where things are going to happen. Looks like we're going to play in this little room. Maybe. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to... Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. That was a massive, massive shatter by our Rhine. And making that team kill happen with a flank Reinhardt. Flank Reinhardt comes and puts down the hammer, and the entire team falls to that fantastic shatter play. It's kind of an interesting development here on our team. I don't know if you've been following it this year, but our tank this year, we had experimented with putting Nanohana on DPS, and it was good. But what people don't know is actually Nanohana is a absolutely fantastic tank player, and he does play Ryan probably better than anybody we have. So putting him on Ryan today, you can tell that the ability to just dominate a short space like that, that's just one of Nanohana's strongest abilities. Looks like this though. We're playing some ball, maybe a possible surprise with the ball play. Oh, but he's been slept. This could be a problem. Looks like he's trapped behind. Is he going to get out? Well, looks like he will. Let's go and see what everybody else is doing. Oh, our monkey goes down. So does our Lucio. So although we flip it, we're down 2, and they are coming around. It is 6-on-4 right now. We'll have to see how much we can actually pick up out of this. Looks like our Zarya's coming back, and they're slowly cleaning up all of us. We're going to be staggered pretty severely here. Although we pick up 14%, our stagger could create a problem over several series here. Not sure. Okay, our Rhine is swinging away. There is a Mei behind. Oh, that is going to hurt their Sig severely. And it looks like the Mercy got caught in that too. And now I think it gets flipped back. It does. Now, you'll notice though that stagger did cost us 34%. And then, oh my goodness, our Rhine fell in the well. We're going to have to make this look as if we're 6-on-6 here as we try to sort of play it, play slow so we can get him back into the play. Definitely a surprise there. You normally see that kind of mistake made. But I think he's back now, and as you can see, it didn't cost us as much as it could have. Now on the left side, there is a ult from Sig coming. Oh, and it really hurt us as it takes out our... Oh, but a return ult takes down 3. The numbers now look to be 3-on-3. I'm not sure exactly, which 3 they are. It looks like we've got still a Lucio, a Reinhardt, and maybe Soldiers out there somewhere. Oh, Soldiers behind right now. Okay, well, that was a nice little flank by our Soldier. That pick could make a big difference here as we are 6v5 right now. The Genji comes back up, but our Soldier takes down their Soldier, and now we are running one ahead again. So 85 on the point. You're going to have to see Jefferson come right to the point, so we should see something up like a Genji ult of some kind, maybe, and he goes down as we were ready. It's like they're throwing ults at the situation, and our return with the Lucio beat was huge, and it looks like we're going to clean this up and take the first map. So all in all, very well orchestrated brawly comp there. Definitely something that you can tell they've been working on, as they seem to really sync there. Here's our probably our play that the flank Reinhardt. That was a massive play, as he pretty much went in and took out the entire team. Now, I should probably point out that Chink also was running a visor on that as well. So between the two of them, they took them out, but there wasn't much chance for them once everybody had been shattered to the ground and the visor comes out. So, well, okay. So now the next map, I believe, is going to be. It might be Volskaya. I don't know. I have to see it. It might. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the roster though while we're waiting. The roster, we have Shivalon on support still. We are playing. I don't know if this you saw tonight. Kind of an interesting some changes. We do show that Logue isn't on DPS as Nanohana, but he actually did play tank today, which pushed Jing over uh, to damage, and we also are starting Dopamine on, oddly enough, on support, I believe. Um, so it looks like basically the only two people that end up staying in their normal roles uh, when we have to move Nanohan over to tank would be Shivalon on support and Pineapple on damage. Um, let's see what they're going to come out with now. This is Eichenwald, not Volskaya. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do here on Eichenwald. Right. So let's see how this comes out. Looks like with the success of that last map, it looks like maybe we've decided to stick with this Brawly comp. Although you will notice that we went with a soldier there. I think at one point we had a McCree, but I think the soldier move to get maybe access to a little bit better Pharah hit scan probably does make sense, as this is often a Pharah map, and also it does give you a little bit better control over like maybe a Bastion if they had something like that, or maybe even like a Sim or something. So we'll see. All right, let's switch over here to. Whoops, I need to be over here. There we go. Really do like this Ryan Zarya comp, but so do they. So it's really just whoever is playing the comp better is probably going to have the most success here. The immortality field goes down early, so we'll see if that was a mistake. It really didn't save anybody. Still a really close matchup, although I do see that Jefferson does come up with the first couple picks in the match, so they're up 2. We're playing this anyway, though, oddly enough. Yeah, although finally I think we do realize that we're down and back up out of it. Looks like our Rhine is back in it, Nanohana's here. And I think I saw a Sim teleporter at one point. I believe we've made a switch from the Mei to a Sim. That high ground soldier is going to be a problem. We'll have to see it. Oh, wow, they've already put together a... Oh, but that flanking soldier was probably a mistake, because, again, we were able to go 4-on-1 there on the soldier, and now we can clean up from behind. So, An unfortunate mistake for Jefferson because they really were playing that well, but that soldier really was. That took a lot of risk with that severe flank, while the rest of his team was not anywhere close. Sometimes that'll work if you have like a single target over there, but seeing as our entire team was going that way, yeah, he was in trouble. Now we are pushing this up quite a bit as we're trying to go 2-on-1 against this Reinhardt. We solo ult the Reinhardt and then come back and destroy the Echo. So kind of an interesting strategy here. We're using the two healers to move the cart while we have no healing ahead. Not exactly sure of this. I guess they figure they're going to shoot from range and get that shot down in there. And actually that was okay, so I'm not totally sure what that was, but obviously not the best strategy. As they decided to pull the healers off, take high ground, and then try to shoot long range while they move the cart. I think they're going to have to rethink it. Obviously, Jefferson played that right and just simply took out the out-of-place healers, and then again the slowly whittled down the tanks with no healing available. Looks like we're moving up into maybe high ground. We have separated. I don't. Okay, we just had a shatter. That might have been a shatter on. That was a shatter on our against us by Jefferson. And it looks like they've got a. Let's see if we can get back into some action here. I think. Well, I'm sorry I have to move so much. I can't even find anybody who's alive. There we go. Well, hopefully they decide to regroup here. I think they kind of spreading out a bit. That's hurting. Let's see. Okay, here comes the window. Oh, but we did get the sim ult up as well. But unfortunately, Jing dies to the window. And that Echo is really causing us havoc in the back lines. Jefferson is really building up ult shards like crazy at this point. Okay, we were able to get a pick on the Rhine and the Soldier, but unable to finish off the rest of them. Okay, they've got an Echo Mercy flying around up there. If we can, okay, the pick on the Mercy is going to be huge because that's going to stagger them. So at this point, I'm not sure who used that ult there. I guess that might have been Pineapple there. I'm not sure. No, was that Jing on Soldier? Not sure. We used an ult there. I'm not sure. Maybe it might have been their team that accidentally used an ult. I don't know. I heard the call there was. I think he might have accidentally hit that. Yeah, it's a shame for them because they could have used that to maybe hold this a little longer. But we actually switched off onto McCree, so it wouldn't have been us. All right, so let me move this ahead and see if. Oh, a wall behind that Reinhardt is just a huge play. Oh, what a nice block on that ult, but there's just too much damage here at this point. Oh, and the block on the. And another block on the shatter. Ah, this is exactly why the team has moved back to playing Nanahana on Ryan. He just is just a class on everything he does with Ryan. It's excellent play. Looks to me like we're going to push this all the way to the end. And after a little bit of a kind of slow middle ground where we got split up a little bit, we finally decided to come back together, and that brawl comp works as long as you are brawling together. So that worked a lot better that time. Well, let's see if we can again take a look at our roster. So um, we have uh, coming up on our uh, in our roster are some of our younger players. We do have Sean on tank. He goes by Rectangle Man. We haven't seen him today. We also have Yano on support. That's Leanne. We have Alex on tank and DPS. He plays a little bit of both, and actually even support sometimes. Kind of a flex player. Um, and he goes by Passive News. And we haven't seen Little Vapor Rub today yet either, and that's Ben on usually on tank, and he's kind of a Sig main, so you see him play Sigma quite a bit when he's in there. So yeah, so we have a lot of great players that are going to keep on keeping our team strong as over the next several years as they come into their own. Um, Certainly, our freshmen, Rectangle Man and Yano, are going to be um, developing and coming into their own. They have several years to continue to do that. But even we have a sophomore today starting. That would be Chivalon, and then of course we have two juniors in the twins, Pineapple and Jing. Oh my goodness! You know what? We have started into the next round, and I am talking away. I apologize. It looks as if we've come out with a Bastion Sim strat. So we're moving our Bastion up and back from the best locations, and then looks like we're playing our Zarya flanking. Interesting. And so Dopamine is Dopamine falls down a little bit. Doesn't matter, he's able to stay alive as he draws them into the fire of the Bastion. A very interesting strategy and different than what I've seen this team do in the past. I don't know if we're able to see kind of what his thought process was there, but he basically encouraged them to come in the line of fire of the Bastion by falling from above and then kind of, leading them out, using his bubble to protect him in the middle. It is an interesting strategy. We'll see how this works. I've never seen them run this before in this way. So let's see. Just a lot of damage going through there. Let's see what we're doing on the other side here. Looks like we've got Sim turrets on this side with our Bastion playing a little bit of hit and run right now. Our teleport went down, so he's kind of going to have to play in his position. We also have moved Orisa up, it looks like. A lot closer to the front. And again, very aggressive tank play today. As Zarya is behind. Zarya does go down to that, maybe a little too aggressive on that tank play. So it looks like we're stuck trying to keep our Orisa alive. While we wait for Zarya to return. Oh, and the Sim ult comes out just the right time. Using the window to decimate the other team. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh. Have a so if you notice now, Dopamine on Zarya is it's something you may not have expected, but actually we don't have another Zarya player. So Dopamine is usually a support player, but sometimes a DPS has actually had to play a little bit of tank here because we needed to play the Zarya. We have experimented with some Zarya with other players, but Dopamine's our most experienced sorry, a flare. Um, yeah, it looks like our Chivalon continues to played well at Baptiste as well. And it looks like we take that one as well. Now, since this is competition, tournament competition, I'm not sure if we do have to play the last.
Ah, impressive, if I do say so myself.
So I'm not sure if we're going to play this next map. We've already won. It is best of three, and we uh, went 2-1. Um, but we'll see. Maybe they want to play the map um, just to we'll get some practice or something. But well, as we see some of the players start to fade out, I'm guessing that they are not going to want to play the last map. Um, so I'm guessing that we are going to take the victory and be happy about that. So thanks to Jefferson, um, and we will see you again next week, where it looks like we will move on to play Schneider High School. So thank you for joining us, and have a great week.